Ever wondered why North Korea, a small country, remains a global mystery despite the information revolution? This enigmatic nation, tucked away in the eastern part of the Asian continent, has intrigued and puzzled the world for decades. Its reputation precedes it, often painted in broad strokes of secrecy, isolation, and defiance that only serve to fuel global curiosity. North Korea, officially known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is a country that seems to exist in its own realm, away from the prying eyes of the world. It's a land of paradoxes, where time seems to stand still, and yet it's a nuclear power. It's a place where the past is deeply intertwined with the present, and understanding its history is crucial to deciphering its current state. Understanding the history of North Korea has never been more critical. So where should we begin? To comprehend the present, we must first journey back to the past, to the year 1945, marking the birth of North Korea. In the aftermath of World War II, the Korean peninsula found itself divided along the 38th parallel. This division was a result of an agreement between the victorious powers, the United States and the Soviet Union, with the North falling under Soviet influence and the South under American. This geopolitical chessboard set the stage for the establishment of two distinct Koreas. In the North, under the strong hand of the Soviet Union, a young anti-Japanese guerrilla fighter named Kim Il-sung emerged as a prominent figure. Kim's charisma and reputation as a resistance fighter against Japanese colonial rule made him an ideal candidate for leadership. By 1948, with backing from the Soviets, Kim Il-sung became the first premier of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, more commonly known as North Korea. From the outset, Kim Il-sung sought to establish an independent and self-reliant nation. This ideology, known as Juche, became the guiding principle of North Korea. Juche, roughly translated as self-reliance, emphasized political independence, economic self-sustainability, and self-reliance in defense. It was a philosophy that aimed to free North Korea from foreign influence and to create a self-sustaining nation capable of standing alone on the world stage. At its core, Juche was more than just an ideology. It was a national identity that shaped North Korea's domestic and foreign policies. It led to the country's isolation from the global community and its relentless pursuit of nuclear capabilities as a means of self-defense. It's important to note that while Juche has been the driving force behind North Korea's isolation, it has also been a source of national pride and resilience for its people. Despite numerous challenges and hardships, the North Korean people have endured, holding steadfast to their belief in self-reliance. With the rise of Kim Il-sung, North Korea embarked on a path of self-reliance and isolation, setting the stage for the country's unique trajectory. Dynastic rule isn't common in today's world, yet it's the cornerstone of North Korea's leadership. But how has this impacted the nation? Let's delve into the transitions of power that have shaped North Korea. It all started with Kim Il-sung, the founding father of North Korea, who held power for over 4 decades. Kim Il-sung is often referred to as the Great Leader, and his rule was marked by a strong emphasis on self-reliance, known as the Juche ideology. He fortified the country's borders, established a centralized economy, and pursued ambitious social policies. However, this isolationist approach would later serve as the foundation for many of the country's current challenges. His son, Kim Jong-il, took over in 1994. Known as the Dear Leader, Kim Jong-il's rule was infamous for its nuclear brinkmanship. Under his leadership, North Korea withdrew from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and conducted its first nuclear test. His reign also saw the country plunge into a devastating famine, which resulted in the death of hundreds of thousands of North Koreans. International human rights organizations have reported widespread abuses during his era, painting a grim picture of life under his rule. Fast forward to 2011, Kim Jong-un, the grandson of Kim Il-sung, assumed power. Under the moniker of the Supreme Leader, Kim Jong-un has continued his father's nuclear ambitions while also experimenting with economic liberalization. However, these reforms have been met with skepticism, as the country's human rights record remains a global concern. Each leader has left an indelible mark on North Korea. The country's domestic and international policies have been largely shaped by these 3 men, who have governed with an iron fist. Their rule has been characterized by a relentless pursuit of nuclear power and a strict control over the country's populace. In the shadow of the Kims, North Korea has pursued a path of nuclear power and strict control, raising international eyebrows. The dynastic rule has not only shaped the country's political landscape, but it has also left a profound impact on the lives of ordinary North Koreans. Fast forward to today, North Korea stands as a nation shrouded in mystery. But what do we know about this secretive state? North Korea, officially known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is one of the few remaining socialist states in the world today. Its economy, primarily driven by state-owned industries and agriculture, faces considerable challenges. Economic sanctions imposed by the international community due to the country's nuclear weapons program and missile tests have led to a significant slowdown. Moreover, the country's self-imposed policy of isolation, known as juche or self-reliance, has further compounded these economic hardships. While North Korea is often depicted as a country frozen in time, it's not entirely accurate. Beneath the surface, changes are afoot. Markets, known as Jangmadang, have sprung up, offering everything from food to household items and even foreign media, providing a glimpse into the outside world. This has led to a nascent form of capitalism, subtly altering the social fabric of this tightly controlled society. However, the state maintains a firm grip on society, driven by a comprehensive surveillance system and strict control of information. The human rights situation remains a significant concern, with reports of widespread abuses and restrictions on basic freedoms. On the international stage, North Korea continues to be a challenging actor. Its nuclear ambitions and missile tests have led to heightened tensions, particularly with South Korea and the United States. However, recent years have also seen unprecedented diplomatic engagements, signaling a possible shift in its approach. Despite these changes, the country remains largely isolated, with limited diplomatic and economic ties. Its future trajectory is anything but clear. Will it further open up to the world or continue on its path of isolation? Will it address its human rights concerns or maintain its strict control over society? These are questions that only time can answer. But one thing is certain, North Korea is not static. It's a country that's evolving in its own unique way, under the watchful eyes of its leadership. As we look towards the future, the enigma of North Korea remains, a testament to its unique and complex history. So, what can we learn from North Korea's past, and what does its future hold? The birth of North Korea, its dynastic rule, and its current state are all fascinating stories that continue to shape global politics. But our understanding doesn't stop here. We should continue to delve into the intricate history of this enigmatic nation and watch its future unfold with a discerning eye. Unraveling the mystery of North Korea requires a deep dive into its past, a clear understanding of its present, and a keen eye on its future. Thank you for joining this journey into the enigma that is North Korea.